now we're back. Today's topic, we're going to be discussing after the storm. And what I mean by after the storm,
Yes,
Yolanda. The battle. After the storm. After you came out, did you find people were a little bit too inquisitive about your lifestyle? I know for me, it was a long journey for me. When I came out, it was like my parents, first of all, they come from a third world country, very religious, very just, I want the American dream. So to have a homosexual, it was just like, you're killing everything. We're not American. We're just, everything is wrong, you know. But as they grew with me and as they got to know me, they began very inquisitive. Like, I can even remember my dad, very masculine, very macho man, wondering, was I a top or a bottom? You know, because in his mind, he felt like if his son was the top, he was thinking,
you are right.
You still my nigga. You still my nigga.
You still my nigga.
So like, what were you guys' experiences after you came out to family and friends?
I would say for me, mine was just more so, well, it was just, I wouldn't say my mom was the person, well, no, not she, well, she was, sorry. She was the one that I was very nervous about. But my cousins, like, they knew before I even told them. Like, I'm like, why y'all just didn't tell me so I can confirm myself. But I think now that I've grown into who I am and now that I'm older, like, me and my mom, we're comfortable. We have our little moments, a little tit for tat, because every moment when she'll be trying me. And I didn't realize how catty my mama was. Like, my mama is catty. Yeah. She thinks she's slick, but she's catty, and I feel
Shout out to Angela D.
Angela D. But no, she's catty. But like, I think for me now, I've become so comfortable, and like, there'll be times I'll be like, oh girl, you tried it. Like, girl, don't come for me. Like, girl. I call my mama girl. Angela, I call you girl. But I think now she's comfortable. And it's not more so of me being gay that she was, I don't know what it was, not being afraid but concerned, but it was just more so of me still being the son that she knows she can trust in. Like, still have things together, priorities, financial stability. She was looking for more so of the longevity. Not more so of my lifestyle, but how can I handle myself as a man and still be gay?
Something really funny. First person I ever came out to was my sister, and she cried. she thought I was a twirler and I was shablamming everywhere I was at.
She just thought she was a little missy pie.
Yeah, she thought I was just all out there with it. But in all reality, it was the same thing as, you know, Chris. She was more afraid for my life. Her biggest concern was HIV/AIDS and if I'm getting tested regularly and if I'm just, you know, out here just popping the pussy open for everybody. And just, you know.
Wait, is you popping the pussy?
No.
That ain't nobody business.
When it's worth it.
Hey.
No. Hey, leave my risque alone.
So what about anyone else? What about you, Thomas?
Well, with me, I mean, with what you said, that was, I mean, my friends, they already knew. They were like, okay, it was a matter of time. My family, I mean, no, for real. And my family, you know, I shared with you guys before.
Surprise!
My family was, my parents were extremely supportive. The only thing but the only two experiences that really resonate with me was with my oldest sister, and then one of my best friend when I was a freshman, she was a senior, and they both expressed also concern for me, you know, getting AIDS or HIV. So I mean, that was the most. I guess now, even looking back now, that's the thing that really that really hits me. I'm like, oh damn, like that was the only thing, that was the only concern that anybody ever really had for me. And then, you know, I go through life and end up where I am, and that's a little. You know, I don't know. That's it kind of makes me feel some type of way. But I mean, it's weird that I guess it's just weird that that was the concern from people at first. It wasn't so much that they were concerned with what I was doing. They're like, okay, like you can do what you do. They were just more.
Concerned about your health.
Yeah, they were more concerned about my health and, you know, what was going to happen to me after that. They were like, okay, I'm fine with you being gay, but I'm not necessarily fine with what could happen to you from being gay.
Oh, to add, also to come from more of a more masculine standpoint, I had also recently came out to one of my cousins who is a straight thug. One of the
straight thug.
Like, he is that person that you do not fuck with.
Yeah.
And when I came out to him, it was such a traumatic experience for me that I actually threw up. Like I was so freaked out. Like me and my mind, my psychosis, I threw up. But he embraced me and said, "Man, you are still my blood. You're still my cousin. You know, I still love you."
That turned me on.
That is the best support.
That is incest. And that is incest.
That would turn me
Which
on.
I don't do.
You still
But,
find love.
I got a lot of. From that one person, I still have a lot more people to come out to. From him specifically, from a more masculine standpoint, he embraced me and told me it's still love, fam. Like you still good, cut.
It's 2014.
Like,
I think you should.
A lot of homies from the hood mess around.
Hello.
Right.
Believe
That's
me.
another thing he told me.
Y'all check out Frankie. He's out right now getting people's excuses on why they're not getting tested for HIV. What's your excuse?
Hey y'all, it's Frankie. I'm out here in the streets of West Hollywood. I'm looking for people to talk to and I'm trying to find out, hey, what's your excuse? Wait, I think I see somebody over there. Hi, I'm Frankie. What's your name?
I'm Bob.
Okay, Rob? Bob, okay. What's your name?
Margaret.
Hi, Margaret. Okay, I'm gonna ask you both a few quick questions. First, are you both sexually active?
Yes.
No.
Wonderful. Okay, for you, do you use condoms?
Yes, most of the time, yep.
Most of the time. Okay, when was your last HIV test?
A year ago.
And what's your excuse for not getting tested in a year?
Lazy? I don't know, and I always sleep with the same people, so
Okay.
kinda, yeah.
Well, I want to thank both of you for your time. Your feedback is greatly appreciated, and I want both of you to have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so Bob, I don't think that was his name, and Margaret, come on, girl, really? But hey, that was their excuse. Excuse me. Did I startle you?
A little.
Okay, I'm Frankie, and I want to ask you a few personal questions.
Sure.
First, what's your name?
Sebastian.
Hi, Sebastian. Okay, so are you sexually active?
Yes. Hi, Mom.
So when was your last HIV test?
Last month.
Oh, okay, so you get tested on a regular basis. A lot of people don't. What do you think their excuses is?
People like it raw.
Okay, well, thank you for your time. That's awesome that you get tested. I appreciate you. Have a good day. Here we are once again. People like it raw. Excuse me. Hi, I'm Frankie. What's your name?
I'm Tyrone.
Hi, Tyrone. Okay, I'm out here asking people a few questions. Do you have a minute?
Sure.
Okay, so I work for a group called Revenge, and we have a web series, and I want to ask you a few personal questions if you don't mind.
Okay.
Are you sexually active?
Yes, I am.
Do you use condoms?
Every now and then.
So when was your last HIV test?
I can't remember. I don't know.
So what's your excuse?
I don't know. I just don't have time. I know this is horrible. I don't have time.
Okay, well, I want to thank you for your time. Thank you for answering our questions, and you have a good day.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. So obviously, some people don't have time to take an HIV test. Where are all the people at? Like, a bitch is getting hungry. I'm about to go to lunch. Back to you guys. I think I see somebody else. See y'all later.
So we're back again in the day.
Amen.
So what were your experiences as far as Johnny and Tone, like as your after the storm moment?
So I came out my third year of college to my dad, and it was like, I was scared because I stressed out for like 4 years after like my first experience with the guy. I was like, oh my God, I gotta tell somebody. But then like, I came out to my dad and he was really, really cool with it. And he hooked me up with the agency AIDS Project Los Angeles and was just like, you need to talk to this person. He's a mentor. I don't know nothing about gay life. You need to hit up Dante. I got his friends. I'm like, this little junior in college, like, what the fuck? This is awkward. My daddy told me to add this.
Right. They give you resources.
Yes. So I'm like, oh my God, my dad just told me to hit you up. And
That's
I
a
hit
lot of
Dante up
love.
and started talking to him and
My
stuff
dad
like
would
that.
never
but,
do nothing like that. He slapped me with a Bible and say, accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior.
Have you came out to your dad though?
Um,
Don't say you don't know. 'cause you
No,
haven't
check
had that
this out.
experience yet.
I have not. Me and my dad, the type of relationship we have, being that he's a minister, he's already off tops. Whenever he sees homosexuals in a setting, or if he just, even just brings it up, it's just a
Y'all let him
abomination.
meet me.
I want to. I would love for him
All of
to.
us.
Like, Dad,
my
Dad,
mother-
this is my
because-
homie Chris.
because
I
my
love
mother-
Chris. Chris
my
has been
mother
through so
is
much,
a,
and I love this nigga.
My mother is an evangelist, honey, so trust. I can deal
He's
with
against
him.
women being preachers.
Child.
He's
Oh, he's
yeah,
way
he's-
old school.
Yeah, he's
Way
way
old school.
That's a
65 years old, y'all. He is not playing the bush.
That's Paul.
So, did
Tom?
Shit, so I can get kicked
Oh.
out.
I didn't really have no kind of end of all ends. Like my sister is gay, so she had to deal with all that stuff before I had to. So,
Oh,
it was
that
kind
sucks.
they
it was kind of
paved the
easy.
way.
We gonna
breezy
give her
for
the
me.
shit.
My mom and
Yeah.
dad was just really scared about me getting HIV, so that was their major concern. So I didn't really have to deal with nothing. They just kind of accepted me. She dealt with all that, which was cool, but she still has kind of some resentment about it, and I kind of just slid in for the home run.
Oh, okay.
You just dealing with those.
Pretty
Well,
much. But
you
my
know-
mom, she's getting more comfortable with the gay lifestyle because two of her oldest kids are gay, so it's kind of like she don't have no choice but to kind of accept it and just roll with the punches. She's good at rolling with the punches, so I think that's where I get it from.
Well, I just felt a lot of the situation when people became more comfortable with me, my coming out, and the fact that I was homosexual, and the things that I was doing. The questions, like a lot of my female friends used to come up to me and be like, I know you know how to suck dick,
Oh,
so I don't really
that.
know how to suck dick. Like, how do you do it?
They want lessons and
And
shit
they
with
want
the
lessons,
banana.
and I'm like,
No. The
With
question,
the
the
banana
question I
nuts.
always get is, so, is he gay? Is he gay? Because he be wearing his shoes a little bit too tight, and I be, it's
shoes.
like, I'm like,
You know what I used to
that I'm
do?
gay.
You know what I used to do? I said, let me call the agency and see, girl. I'm gonna call Gay Corp.
The thing that I always hate is like, cause with me, I'm not a very fashion driven person. I'm not like I just throw on what I think looks good on me or whatever. But for some reason, after I came out, all my friends that were girls are like, "Oh my gosh, okay, so you can help me get dressed now. So does this look good?" I'm like, "Bitch,
You know
I
what?
don't know what looks
No,
good on you.
let me tell
And just
you.
because I'm gay does not mean I know what looks good
Let
on
me
you."
tell you guys, it's so crazy because, okay, all my girlfriends, they're fine, they don't care. We talk about boys, whatever.
Yeah.
But I have a lot of straight guys,
Mhm.
a lot of straight guy friends. And it was so crazy. I remember one time I was at my homegirl house and we were getting ready to go out to the club or whatever. And it was us and then it was my homeboys. We were all like mutual friends. So we at the house chilling, drinking, turn out, to go to the club. And like one of my homegirls called me in the bathroom or whatever. So I go in the bathroom, they're just like butt naked, right? Taking a shower and stuff like that. And I'm just sitting on the counter just like, yeah, girl, woo, woo. Like, and then when I come out, they like, Chris,
That was a test. Huh?
so you just didn't like, they in there butt naked, bro, like, what's up? I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, it's just titties, a vagina, like, it doesn't turn me on, but it's like, for them, it's like, okay, we know you gay, but you gotta get some type of, erection. I said, no, sweetie, I don't, but I can tell you that tonight.
Okay, yeah, they're very
That is
perfect.
so funny. Because
And
all
that's
my
the
little
way,
straight
like-
friends, they'd be like, Tone, you not gay. You not gay. You see all that pussy and all them titties. You ain't
Exactly.
gay. You
Or
ain't
they
gay.
see you
Everybody
like you
been
like slap their
that.
ass or something. They're like, "Oh my gosh, you must
So-
do that. You fake it. You fake it."
Just 'cause
I'm
you
like,
gay,
no,
nigga.
I'm not faking. I'm doing it to make it bad.
So the next question is, do you hate, because I hate this, and this is what drives me up the wall. So after you came out, did you hate that moment where everywhere you were was like, this is my gay friend.
Yeah.
This is my gay
I've never, ever since I've been a comfortable gay
Yeah.
black man and proud of it,
Right.
You better
I have
tell me.
never experienced that. Now,
Never.
besides me, my homegirls asking me, well, I know they gay and stuff like that, so do you know, like, what's really the scoop?
Yeah.
And, sometimes I'll play with them just to feed their little ego, but I've never had that before.
Well, I did, because because I guess I'm a little bit older than y'all. Like, older women like that type of shit. They like, oh, this is my gay friend, or like, this is my bitch. I got them
Some
together
brownie
real
points and
quick.
shit.
I said, girl, do I ever introduce you? This is my rat ass friend that's married. That's fucking all the niggas up the street. Like, Like I had to get them real together about that because I just felt very uncomfortable that you're just introducing me with my sexuality. Like, boom.
Right.
Not
Like
my
that's the
black
first thing
friend.
you should know.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
my male
White
friend, but my
Yeah.
gay
I can't
friend.
stand when my straight friends be like, Johnny, you my only gay friend.
But I like that though. I feel like the trophy, like
The trophy.
they be like,
The
hey
token.
bro, they be like,
You like
they be
the
like,
token.
hey bro, like, oh no, for real, bro, like you really like my only gay friend, like you can only
chill.
mess with me, but you chill though, bro, you chill though.
it's like-
And I'm like, oh, thank, but I'm like, what?
Baby,
It's
I'm
a good
the only
feeling
gay
though, because
friend
they
you know
look out
about.
for you.
That's
Okay.
it.
That part, I'm the only one that's open.
See what I think is interesting is they're like, well, you don't like all the other, you don't like all them other gays. It's like, well, no, if you actually got to know some of us, like all of us are chill.
Right.
And that's
Like
the
you,
thing.
you'd be able to like chill with us. It's not so much about us being like, oh my god, hey girl, like we all
Right.
have that, but it's
Okay.
like we're that all the
And I
time.
think that's really the problem nowadays is that, you know, we already have an image of ourselves. And when we finally decide to, you know, break through the whole little heterosexual world and become friends with them, you know, they just automatically think we're all this one type of person. And that's not like, there's a lot of cool of us out there. Like, you know, we like to hang out, we like to chill. We're not all flamboyant, shablamming, what you guys see on TV as entertainment. And that's what it really is. It's entertainment. Not all of us are like that.
Yeah, they
Exactly.
clowns.
Oh, one thing I hate
Those are
too is
clowns.
how when they be like, how do you just take it up the butt? That hurt. I tried that. I can't do that. I'm like,
it's like that's why it's not for
bro,
you.
you gotta breathe and just take it.
That's why-
I say this, honey. I tell all women the same answer. The same answer I tell all of them.
Relax all your
I
mess
said,
up.
bitch, as much pussy as you give up, save something for your husband,
Hello.
okay?
Right.
Because it's always the rats that's asking about taking dick up there.
Right.
I'm like, girl, save something for your husband. Baby, I'll tell you about that the day you get married. That's
But it
what
be
I-
some freaky bitches out there that know.
But that's
they
what
just
I'm
want
saying.
to try some
It's
shit.
always
Right.
freak bitches. Bitch, be a freak.
Are you a freak?
You couldn't. Yes, I'm a freak. But
Did you say
if
that
you
for
didn't
your
have to
husband?
get no tutoring class on how to suck no dick and throw pussy, so don't ask me about doing that.
But I mean, you get confident. They want to know, like,
Yeah,
bitch, how do
but-
you do
But
it?
that's the thing. We don't ask how their hymen feels when it breaks.
That's true.
Okay.
We don't
That's
ask
true.
how that feels.
Girl, what's
But I
like
mean,
you on
it
your
would be a good
period?
question. It would be a good question.
Right.
I would say, living in California, we're very chill. So
Very open,
we're very
yes.
free spirited. You know, the gays are accepted. But I don't know if y'all know, like I think it was a few years ago, like Atlanta was named the gayest city, if I'm not mistaken.
Baby, that is fag central. Bitch, the gayest city, honey. You, baby, I gay bash people in Atlanta, bitch.
Do y'all think the South is highly populated with gays?
No.
Yes.
I don't think it's the South. I think it's Atlanta. Once you land in Atlanta, you think the whole world is gay. But the South in general, honey, I don't think the South is like that because I've been to outside of Atlanta, you know, like New Orleans or
Yeah.
the southernmost parts of Texas and stuff
surrounding,
like that.
uh-huh.
And they are very conservative.
They are.
Yeah, very conservative in the South. I mean, if you go to the South, baby, the South was, this was 2000 and maybe like one is the first time I went to the South as a black man. And baby, I was called a nigga. So it with the ER at the end. I'm saying with the A because I grew up in South Central, but I was with the ER at the end. And he was really serious about it. He said, nigger, get off my lawn.
Not
Oh,
yet.
hell to the no.
So would you
Straight-
say it's a high population of gays in the South, or? It's
I
just-
believe it's the as many gays as it is anywhere else.
Okay.
But I believe you have to be a little bit more vigilant because the ignorance level is a little more higher.
Yeah.
Did y'all read that article with the rise in
Yes.
infection levels?
Yes.
Yeah.
What-
HIV infection. though, in the South.
Especially because even if you're talking about HIV education and access to testing and care, I had a client once, and working in HIV and prevention, I had a client once that was going to move from Los Angeles to Georgia. So I was like, you know, he wanted to keep on his testing regimen and stuff. So I called Georgia Public Health or the County of Health in Georgia, and I was like, well, where can you get testing at?
Right.
She's like, well, the county office is open one day a week on Wednesday
Not one day.
from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And
That's only
hours.
that
10,
was for
11, 12.
baby. That was for the whole county. So baby, you could live right next to the office or 30 miles away, baby. It's one motherfucking day. And I called doctors' offices, and they were like, "Oh, it's like $100." They still charging the girls to get tested.
So
Yes.
testing?
Yes,
That's
and that
why
was
it's a high infection rate.
Yeah, what's crazy
They have no
is,
resources.
like, recently, I read this article, about 50% of the new infection rates are in the South.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it's becoming, like, the new epicenter for HIV. And I didn't even didn't even know
Yeah.
that, but that would make sense. I mean, because people don't have the resources, or people just aren't talking about it.
Do you think the government does that on purpose?
I think the government is
That's
led
neither
by
here nor
popular
there.
opinion.
Yes.
Because when you ask
Absolutely.
people to vote on a subject or a topic, they're going to vote in the way they believe. That's all our time for today. Thank you for tuning in to Truth Be Told. And thank you for our street correspondent, Frankie James, for those excuses.
We
and
see
those-
you, though.
We see you, girl.
We see you.
So always remember to, let's fight back.
Let's take revenge. Bye.
Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Revenge. That's R3VNG. Or give us a call at 323-329-9912.
Make sure y'all tune in next week on Truth Be Told.
Are you offended by people wondering if you're gay or not, or does it matter? Do you just carry yourself how you are?
I don't really care that they wonder, because I mean, I guess on a level it's kind of flattering.
No. Because you need to be mindful, because at the same time, I know where that person is coming from. I used to be that person.
We looked at like, ooh, he too gay. He too gay to work up in here, but
Only on Bond TV.